Hi, welcome back. Lesson 2 is on how do you expand numbers. So let's take a number and we are going to look at the place values of each of the digits of the number. So I'm going to put a 1 here. All right. So I have the number 1,023,426. Notice I didn't say and. There's no and unless there's a decimal. We'll get to that later. So let's take a look at the place value of each of these digits. So the 1 is in the millions place. There's nothing in the hundred thousands place. There's a 2 in the 10,000s place. There's a 3 in the thousands place, a 4 in the hundreds, a 2 in the tens, and a 6 in the ones. So expanded notation means I take the digit. Let's start with the highest digit, the highest place value. So this is the millions place value. So this is 1. Oops, I have to start over here, don't I? So I have 1. And I multiply that times the place value of the digit. So this is million. All right, so we're going to put 3 zeros, comma, 3 zeros, 1 times a million. All right. Now, for each digit and place value, I'm adding them all together to get the total. So I put a plus sign. I may also put a parentheses here. All right, if I want. It helps make it a little neater. Now, there's nothing in the hundred thousands place. We move to the 10,000s place. Start again with the digit. So the digit is a 2. Oh boy, I'm sorry. Oh, doing this backwards. 2 times, we said 10,000. Right? So that's our second one. So we've done this one. There was nothing here. That checks that off. And we did this one. Now let's move on to our thousands place. We have a 3. So we're going to add that. Next, 3 times, what's the place value of the 3? The thousands. 3 times 1,000. All right, add, what's next? 4. What's the place value of the 4? Again, that is hundreds. This is why I'm writing 4 times 100. That's equal to 400. Remember when I read it? 400. What's the rest of it? 26. So plus, what's the next digit? 2. I'm going to write it over here though, so I have more room. 2, place value of the 2, tens. So 2 times the tens. And plus our last digit, 6. What's the place value of the 6? Ones. 6 times 1 is 6. So this is expanded form. Now what happens is we go back through each step and we write each number like we learned in lesson 1 as an exponent. So let's go back to the first one. The first one was 1 times, now remember our powers of 10. 10 to what power? How do I tell? I'm going to look for how many zeros I have after the 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is 6. Okay, so 1 times 10 to the 6. That means 10 to the 6 times 1. 10 to the 6 gives me my 1 million. All right, times the 1, which is still 1 million. All right, close parentheses. Plus, let's do the second one. This one is a 2. Boy, those are hard to write backwards. All right, 2 times 10 to the what? How many zeros are in 10,000? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I put little lines through them, 2, 3, to count them. So there's 4. All right, so 10 to the 4th. Plus, okay, moving on along here. 3 times 1,000. What is that power of 10? 10 to the, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 10 to the third means a 1 with 3 zeros. That's 1,000 times 3, which gives me 3,000. There's my place value. All right. Where are we? We are on 400. We're right here. So 4 times 100. All right, so 4 times 10 to the second power, or squared. It's also called squared, second power. All right, and we have 2 left. All right, so the next one is a 2 times 10 to the, oopsies, I just realized I wrote that backwards, sorry. 2 times 10 to the first power, which gives me 10, plus, all right, what about this one? So if that's the first power, what would this be if we go in order? I've gone basically down in my exponents. So I have 4, there's no 3, remember, because there was nothing in the 100,000s. There was no 3. So it goes 4, skip 3, 2, 6, skip 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and what's the next in the pattern? 0. So this is 6 times 10 to the 0. Guess what? Anything to the 0 power equals 1. So 10 to the 0 power equals 1. And what's 1 times 2? 1 times 2 is 2. All right, I hope that makes sense. Good luck with your homework.